Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you see me tear out the transom, the rotten wood, the wet foam. Got all that out of here, got everything cleaned up. I took some JB weld, find that here, and all those corrosion spots that I had. Mixed up some JB weld, smeared it around on them. I'll show you the outside too. I had a few of them pinholes that we were talking about go all the way through. So I JB welded both sides of those. They tried contact between them. So those are covered in. There's not too many spots that were all the way through. So this should work fine. I know there's some 3M products and stuff out there people are using, but I couldn't find any of those on the shelf. So I went with JB Weld's Quick Weld. Should work fine, it's nice and hard. So I got all the inside cleaned up. Like I said, I got all that stuff torn out of here. Everything is cleaned up. Got the transom, the aluminum cap on here. I got it all straightened out. Some steps you missed there, I guess. Didn't figure you wanted to watch paint dry, or in this case, seal dry. So I kind of skipped some of that. Anyways, I made a pattern for my transom. To use it to cut the wood. I went and got some oak. I was planning on using white oak. It's a little more dense and durable, but nobody had any white oak in stock and a thicker material, so I did go with red oak. Just went with some standard red oak here. Got the transom cut. Had to do some trimming to get it to where it would fit in here, but it fits in there really good. Perfect thickness, inch and I think it was 5/16 or something. A little bit of sanding on it, but it fit in there really good. It's pretty tight to the sidewalls. It might be a little shy just because of the boat shape. It makes it hard to swing that in there without cutting these caps off and really being able to slide the transom in from the top. So I want to be able to slide it in from the bottom, so I did shorten it up a little bit, but all in all, it's a tight fit, it fits good. So that'll take care of that. It's all sealed. I just used a standard sealer. I did cut out a new kick plate for the outside. So that'll bolt on right there. I'm gonna get some bolts put into this. Not right away, but you might see some of that before the end of the video here. I wanna get this mounted, get this put in and where I want it. I need to clean up the bottom support for the transom and get it primed, but again, watching paint dry isn't too much fun on video. So right here there was a deal screwed on. Those were not corroded spots. I just JB welded those shut inside and out. I had a spot here that was through, had a little spot there that was through. These were just corrosion spots from the treated plywood that was back here for a kick plate. I've got some more corrosion right in here. I'm just gonna scuff that up with a wire brush, put some primer over the top of it. And then I had a couple itty bitty spots right over here that I went ahead and JB welded also. But that worked out pretty good. JB weld's gonna hold up fine. A lot of guys are sanding it off to smooth it out and stuff. I just put on thin layers until I felt like I was thick enough for it to hold. So anyways guys, I'm gonna get some tools and stuff cleaned up and see if I can't get this project moving again. Alright guys, I got my mess cleaned up. Used some construction adhesive as filler. I know I can sand it, so I just filled in my knots, bigger cracks in the plywood. Those spots where I kind of cut things too low, I used it to seal those off. So I'll get that sanded after all that dries, and I will put a couple coats of seal on it. So that's kind of where that's sitting right now. I wanted to show you guys this though. This is a bottom support for the transom. Goes up there like that underneath the transom. So this piece here, I scuffed it up already, got rid of a majority of the quote-unquote corrosion and adhesive that they use when they sandwich the green treated piece of wood in the transom. And I kind of wanted to show you that this boat's 20 years old. For this being sandwiched, this being a stopping point, this is where everything that would leach out of the green treated when it got wet, 20 years worth. This would be where it all sat. So there's some pitting there. It's not crazy. I kind of expected it to be in worse shape. I think I found, and I sanded on her pretty hard on that edge. There's one pitted spot there that's all the way through. And that's pretty much it. So I flattened these back out. I'm gonna hit them with sander again. Got just a little bit more silicone from whatever repair they tried to do at one point on here. I'm gonna get that sanded off, and then I'm just gonna spray paint this. I'm not gonna fix the corrosion on this. It is what it is at this point. But I just wanted to show you 20 years worth of it green treated. That's all there was. I mean, there's a little bit of corrosion around the hole, but these were not the right bolts. I know better than that even. And there's some pitting up in here, but most of it's around the bolts. And there's a little bit here and there that are real close to a bolt. But all of that sat down in there. Wrong bolts creating a reaction. Green treated plywood creating a reaction. And this is still a solid piece of aluminum. It can be used for just about anything. Don't get me wrong, I guess I don't want to lead you astray. That would be catastrophic for a boat. You could probably JB weld that and get by a while, so I'm not going to say catastrophic, I guess. But at the end of the day, it'd be something you don't want to do to your boat. Again, these are me trying to, I guess, rationalize in my mind. I did okay with the green treated plywood. Alright guys, last piece of the puzzle here. Front nose piece. I'm going to leave it just a freckle long. We're going to get her drawn out here. Still waiting for this plywood to dry a little bit, so I'm not going to cut it just yet. Probably be a tomorrow thing. I figured I could at least get it drawn out here. This is about as far as I'm going to get for now. I'm kind of in a holding pattern. I got the front piece of plywood cut. Got all the wood sealed. Got my holes cut for my pedestals and got them set in place. Hole cut for my hatch. Got it set in place. Just kind of looking at the trolling motor. I'll get it mounted. I think about where it's at right now is where I'm going to go with it. I don't want to get up here and interfere with this. The blade's already going to be pretty close to my hand here with the crank. I don't have the boat pulled up all the way, so it gets a little closer than what it is there. So all that is drying. It should be good for carpet before too long. I got the transom installed. Got a few of the bolts put in it with the new kick plate on. So those will kind of be, I'm in a holding pattern. I'm putting the rest of this together. I got some special bolts coming, I guess you could say. They're just a truss head, a little bigger head on them, flatter, so I can get them sealed up good when I do the rest of that. Anything below the water line, I kind of wanted a bigger head. Got as far as I could for now. Waiting for some fasteners. I'll get the fasteners, get the back end put back together, get some carpet done. It'll start looking like a boat again. Not too far from being done, I guess. Just some nuts and bolts, carpet. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know this is going to be a little bit of a hit and miss everywhere. Kind of waiting for things to dry, moved on to something else, wait for something to dry, move on to something else. And I'm kind of just at a stopping point here. I gotta get back to work anyways, so next time I get some free time, we'll get some carpet installed and get that back end all bolted up. I should have my bolts by then. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the channel. Questions, comments, obviously. Subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can follow along. I've gotten several new subscribers. I don't know if it was due to this, but activity on the page has gone down since I started the boat build, so we gotta get back to doing some fishing too. I should have took some time and went and done some, but I wanted to get as far as I could on this, and I'm pretty much there. So anyways, guys, again, thanks for watching.